guys. Hello. How y'all doing? We're here. Hi. Hello. Thank y'all for being here. Who we got in here so far? Linda Gamble. Thank you for being here, ma'am. She is working, baby. Thank you, girl. Linda Gamble is working. Yes, honey. Hi, Lona Thomas. Hi. Hi, let me do my quick hellos to everybody coming in. Hey, guys. Letitia Fuller, Brown Eyes, Laverne, Brenda Buns, hi. Or Burns, I'm sorry. Melissa McCoy, April Pearson, AC. She says, hey, Chad, hey, Rell. Hey, Daphne, hi. T Sharp, Miss B. Harriet, hi. J. Kira. All right, Grandma Jewel, I see you. Patricia, Crystal, Joyce Big, Joyce Harrison. Hi, that's a lot of Joyces. Amanda, my mod Melody McFadden, Wanda Cockshell, it's me, Nay. Hey, Fanny Gray, Sweet Lisa, Miss J, Miss Nina, Spanika. Hi. Keisha Swan. Hi. Elisa Triplet. Esther Battle, Doreen Hill, Yolanda Gordon, Velma Sadler, Brenda, what is it? Nali Inspires. Hi. Hi, Denise Ramsey. Hi. We got Bevy Jacks. All right, so I'm gonna be saying hi all night. I was trying to wait for the yard man to finish, like blowing leaves and stuff. It was just like so loud, so I had to wait until they got finished. So I kind of been sitting here for a little minute, just going over my stuff right before I went on. But thank you guys for being here. We do have some exciting things to talk about. I hope you guys have had a nice Saturday. I've been out and about trying to get some things done. I said, let me go ahead and hop on live a little early tonight so that I can get some other things done later on and catch up on some shows. Because y'all know Love and Marriage Huntsville Part 3 comes on tonight. So I got to be able to watch so I can, review and give you guys a good review for tomorrow. Okay? It's supposed to be real juicy too. Ooh. So y'all know I'm going to be like this tomorrow. So I'm going to give y'all a good review tomorrow. All right. It says, I am here for it. Yes. Who is that? Lakeisha Fuller. I know that's right. All right. I have a few things that I wanted to bring to you guys' attention before we get into the meat and potatoes of why we are here. Okay. All right. So first things first, it says that the CDC announces a new safety concern, okay, with the COVID vaccine. I don't know how many of you guys have taken the COVID vaccine, but there is some news on it, you guys. It says breaking news. It says the CDC has identified a safety concern with the COVID-19 vaccines. It says that right now, it says that right now there's an investigation into whether the Pfizer vaccine is causing strokes in those 65 years and older. Which we all know that anything that you take has some type of risk with that. But hey, there's a lot of people that has taken the Pfizer vaccine. So, I mean, if you're 65 and older, that may be a concern. We don't know. I mean, pray about anything that you put into your body and also research it as well. I don't put anything in my body without researching. Anytime my doctor tells me he want to put me on some type of medication, there I go Googling and looking up stuff before they tell me, because I'm not about to put just any old thing into my body. And then the next thing, something happens. So for those of you who are 65 and older, or just for anyone who's taking the vaccine, and I'm not trying to scare anyone, but I do like to pass on information as I get it. Okay. So again, it is saying that right now there is an investigation into whether the Pfizer vaccine is causing strokes in those that are 65 and older. Okay. So yeah. All right, so got a little celebrity news. As you guys know, rapper PNB Rock's girlfriend, y'all know PNB Rock, he was unalived at a chicken and waffle place. And this was last year, sometime a few months last year. His girlfriend, who was with him during the time that this happened, she is speaking out. She's saying that it says that PNB Rock's girlfriend says that she gets no death benefits for herself and their child because he didn't have life insurance or a will. Okay. Says, so says that she don't get any insurance, any life insurance or anything for her and her child, because he didn't have a will or anything. So guys, we got to make sure that we're handling our business. Okay. Even if you're young, try to get a will, try to get something, in writing, because you just never know. The way people are, dying every day, you just never know when something will happen. Nobody's life is promised. Tomorrow is not promised. You never know. So you got to have all of your things taken care of and all your ducks in a row. Okay. In terms of insurance and all that type of stuff, you got to have insurance. I mean, that's the first thing. But you definitely need to be looking into having a will, so that one, that people don't be fighting whenever you leave this earth, because that's one of the things that people always have to deal with in terms of a person passing away, is fighting over who gets what, who's getting this money, who's over the estate, who's this and this. When you have a will, that cuts out all that stuff. So where you ain't got to do all that. Everything is in writing. Okay, go on and have the judge or whoever that needs to sign off on it, get all that taken care of. So all that stuff is taken care of and you ain't got to deal with it. All right, so let's move on. All right, the next thing I want to do, I'm gonna go ahead on and jump into the Funky Dineva situation, because I also had something else that I wanted to talk about. For those of you that did not hear, for those of you that did not get to hear what exactly Funky Dineva said in terms of Melody, because y'all know that I had already did a video last night where we talked about how he was very disrespectful to Melody. I know a lot of you have been hearing and watching and looking at comments or whatever online, but you were not privy to what was said. So I actually have the audio of what he said in terms of Melody. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and play that for you. Shout out to Scotty by Nature. He posted it. I already had a conversation and he's fine with me sharing the audio. So I'm going to share the audio of what Funky Dineva had to say about Melody. It was very disrespectful. Upon him saying what he said, there are a lot of fans who are going off on him. They are coming for Claudia Jordan, who has the show Fox Soul. If you guys watch that, I do. I love the show. They are asking that she does something about him being on the show in terms of maybe firing him. They're also trying to get his page taken down on YouTube as well. So they are very upset about the things that he had to say about Melody, and they thought that it was very disrespectful and of poor taste. Okay, so they're trying to really get him taken down in terms of his YouTube page, and they want him to be kicked off of Fox Soul, which is Claudia Jordan's show. Okay, so let me go ahead and play you guys the audio so that you guys can hear exactly what he had to say, for those of you that did not get to hear it. All right, here we go.
I'm gonna be very honest with you. Back now and retroactively be mad that people were discussing your marriage. Honestly and truthfully, that was the meat and potatoes of the whole show. So if it wasn't for people discussing your marriage, you wouldn't even be where you at right now, Mama. So I'm not understanding truthfully what you are mad at this point. You're divorced. You're doing your singing, your gigs, you're selling your products. Martel has moved on. Why is it so engraved on your brain to expose Marcel for cheating? All right? Like I said, it ain't a person alive watching Love and Marriage Huntsville that don't believe Marcel ain't cheated on Tisha ass at some goddamn point. All right? But unless y'all are going to bring the pictures, the photographs, the video, pictures are photographs, the videos, documentation, confirmation, I'm going to need y'all to let it alone. They're just throwing it out there. Oh, well, you need to ask your husband. Well, I know what your husband needs.
I have lost 25 pounds with you.
I've lost 97 pounds with you.
I've lost 25 pounds.
I'm sorry, y'all. So it's a ad. Give me 1 second.
Doing. You need to be worried about when your husband be coming home at 3 o'clock in the morning. I mean, those vague ass statements. Give us the tea. You was trying to bring Alana on the show. Get her on the show. Link her up with a blogger. Hell, have Don call me. Have your manager Don call me. Have Alana sit down and do an interview with me if Alana is who he was cheating with. But if you can't produce no receipts at this point, leave it alone. Love and Marriage Huntsville has taken a turn in a direction that, quite frankly, I'm personally not interested in partaking in. It's just gotten toxic. I don't know if I'm getting older or if it's because I've occupied this reality TV space for so long that I just don't have the tolerance for the level of toxicity, the delusions, the gaslighting, all of that. And when I saw the reunion and just the way, Belle was just, when they asked the cousin Kiki, has Tisha ever expressed that she's had any doubts in her marriage about what was going on? And Tisha, Kiki was like, well, I mean, yeah, the way Belle just, you like that, you liked it, and it really says a lot about you that you take so much pleasure. It's like, what I want to know is if Marceau's mistress, whoever he's slept with in the past, if they came out today or tomorrow on the cover of the New York Times, then what? You're going to get 30 seconds of gratification.
In the chat, I was going to say the same thing. I'm not sure why he's so invested in that. Like I said, when you start to hang around people who don't like a person, then that influence will rub off on you. And I feel like he's been hanging with the Scotch. You can tell. I already showed y'all pictures where he was with them. He was down there in black with them. He already said he was down there eating potatoes and messing with Wanda and all that. Like, it's just, at this point, it's just giving too much. You don't have to like a person to be respectful towards them. But when you, like I said last night, when you start talking about, when you start referring to a female as the B word, that is just not the way to go. It's disrespectful as hell, because there's a lot of negative things that people can say about him. Okay. We gotta be very precise over here. Okay. There's a lot of things that people can say. Okay. I ain't gonna say it, but y'all follow me. Y'all follow me. At the end of the day, come on. There's a lot of things, and I applaud Melody for not stooping to that level of responding to that type of BS, and she allowed another man to say something to a man in terms of that. I feel like Funky Dineva needs to apologize for what he said in terms of how he said it, okay? Because it was not cool, okay? If you will. Am I being a little petty today? Probably. I just don't feel like he should have said what he said. And like I said last night, everybody is entitled to their opinion. But while you're giving your opinion, it needs to be respectful when you are speaking on someone else. Don't call me the B word and then think that I'm not going to respond, even though I can be that. Don't call me that and then don't think I'm going to respond. It's a hot damn mess. So let me read to you guys some of the comments that were put out there, because a lot of people were pissed as hell about this. Okay. Yes, they were. All right. And even Claudia Jordan, she actually spoke as well. Okay. Do I want to read her comment first? Let's see. I guess I will. Okay. This is what Claudia had to say, because she had a lot of comments that were coming towards her. They were tagging her. This is what she said. She says, nothing was said negatively about her, talking about Melody, on Fox Soul that my girl and I can't control. So hold on. Whoa. Says nothing was said negatively about her on Fox Soul. That's my girl, and I can't control what folks do on their YouTube channel. She's talking about Funky. Okay. She says, Mel is my girl. And I spoke to her on the phone and showed her support here and in real life where it matters. Okay. She says she knows, pretty much saying that she knows that I'm her friend. So that is what she had to say about that. And there were some comments from other people saying that you're just trying to ignore what's really going on. Says you really do need, this other person says you really do need to have a conversation with your coworker, talking about Funky, because he has because his comments on black women are getting very out of control. Okay. It says these same beautiful children may see these same comments online, in which they can, because as y'all know, Martel just bought all of them iPhones, so they have the capability of going online and seeing some of this stuff. Okay. Some of them real going real hard. I ain't gonna read some of them because it was just like, Jesus, they was going hard. I did write some of them down though. Somebody even went as far as calling him. It says, tell that pinky toe looking MFer that we ain't about to play with him like that about Mel. Called him a pinky toe looking. I was like, damn, that's a read right there. And then another person says that, Claudia, you seriously need to have a conversation with your employee, which I already read that one because he was being disrespectful. Okay. And then I just read you guys Claudia's response. I was like, damn, somebody called you a pinky toe looking? Like, damn, I don't know how everybody else pinky toe look. Mine don't look like it. So I've seen some messed up pinky toes. I mean, yeah, I'm guessing that's the pinky toe they talking about. The one that's crusty to look like them been busting bricks for a living. Probably one of them. I was like, damn, that is just like the lowest of the low to go there. But but they are asking for his page, his YouTube page, to be taken down. Okay. A lot of people are unsubscribing to his page as well, his YouTube page as well, which is very, very, crazy. But like I said last night, you got to watch your mouth. You have to watch your mouth. You are, like I said, entitled to your own opinion, but certain things you cannot say. And there's a certain way that you can get your point across without being disrespectful and calling people out of their name. All right. Fans have also, like I said, asked that Claudia Jordan speak up and speak to Funky and ask for him to issue an apology to Melody, since he is her employee on the Fox Soul show that Claudia owns over there. Because y'all notice he's over there with Claudia and what's the other guy's name? Al Reynolds, who was married to Star Jones, y'all remember. But yeah, they was going off on him, y'all. Ooh, they were going off on him. I was like, damn. So I wanted to get to play you guys the audio for those of you that did not get to hear it whenever we talked about it last night, okay? So let's keep it moving. He was talking about Tisha, that Mel don't know about Tisha this and Mel don't know about Tisha that. Well, at one point you have to realize you got to do your homework on certain stuff. Melody and Tisha were friends at one point, okay? There was a lot of things that Tisha shared with Melody, okay? Season 1, season 2, well, season 1 rather, Melody and Tisha were friends. Tisha was going through it real bad with Marceau to the point that she was in tears, all right? Let me play you guys an audio so that you can understand what I'm saying. At one point, they were friends. At one point, Tisha came to Melody's house to sit down and have a conversation with her about the issues that she and Marceau were having, while she likes to continue to get on national television and saying that y'all better put some respect on my marriage. We've been married the longest. Me and Marceau been married for 16 years. Y'all need to put some respect on our marriage. You can't say this about our marriage just because you've been married the longest does not mean that it's not dysfunctional. It just means that you've conditioned yourself to be in a dysfunctional situation for 16 years. Period. That's just what that means. There's plenty of women that stay in effed up situations that they should have gotten out of years ago, but just for the sake of, not wanting to start over, or people not being in their business and saying, I knew your marriage wasn't going to work, or you look stupid for walking away, and a lot of women, they get so, I guess, comfortable with men who are the breadwinner, and maybe they don't work. Like Tisha don't work. So maybe she does not feel as comfortable as Melody did. And that's why Melody was trying to get her out of the house so that she could be a little more, independent. That's what that was about. That's what that was about. But Tisha allowed Marceau to gaslight her and tell her, no, you need to stay at home. And there's a reason for that. As long as I can make you stay home and not be your best self, you have to rely on me. And that is why Tisha is the way that she is. Her self-esteem is effed up as a woman. Don't ever let somebody break you down to the point to where you need them. Don't ever do that. I love the fact that my husband allows me to be me. If I want to work, like I said before, when I wanted to do this YouTube thing, he was 100% supportive. Tisha, you got all these degrees, baby. You need to be out there in the field utilizing that. Whenever she asked him, well, why did I go to school for all, get all these degrees? He said, I thought it was just for fun. In his mind, that's really what he thinks. So that speaks volumes as to what you think about your wife and how much you think that she values, or how much you value her as a woman and as your wife. Your job as her husband is to uplift her, not tear her down. And I've seen several videos where he tear her down in terms of saying that if she gets big, that he's going to leave her because he don't like big women. He said that on a live. Hence the reason now she's going and getting all these surgeries. And that's so sad. You cannot keep chipping away at a person's self-esteem to the point to where they feel like they got to run out here and compete with other women to look a certain way just to keep your love. Maybe you're not worth it. Maybe I need to get rid of you and find somebody who likes me, who loves me and like me for me. because it's somebody for everybody. It's somebody for everybody. Tisha is seeing women in his phone who, you know, got big butts or whatever. So now she feels like, you know what? I got to go get a Brazilian butt lift because this is what my husband has. I got to do what I got to do to keep him at home. And that's just not what you need to be thinking about, ma'am. Stop, brutalizing your body to be something in someone else. Be yourself. Women are dying having cosmetic surgery. Marceau is not worth it. Because even after you've done all of that, and I'm going to say allegedly, he's still going out and doing what he wants to do. So nothing is going to ever be enough. It doesn't matter what you do. It's not you, it's him. And women need to realize that. Stop trying to change yourself to conform to somebody, a sorry ass man. It's not you guys. It's not you women. It's them. It is them. Okay. They want you to look a certain type of way. They're looking at all these women in these magazines. Hello, these women in magazines got on a pound of makeup. They've been airbrushed to death. Okay. Yeah. The pictures have been edited. So you're looking at an edited version of what you see as perfection. And that's just not the case. So now you feel like you got to go out here and get nip tuck here, nip tuck there. You jumping up on the table every other month, getting this done, getting that done, breast lifts and mommy makeovers and all that. And for what? You still coming back home to a man who's going to cheat on you, who's going to degrade you, who's going to talk down to you, who's not going to come home. And you're going to hear it in the video where she's almost about to break down talking to Mel, telling Mel, he's just not doing what he needs to do as a husband. He don't bring me no flowers. He don't tell me he loves me. That is not a happy situation. So just because you stay in it for 16 years, that does not make it normal. At some point, it becomes Stockholm syndrome, to where this person has taken over your mind and you get comfortable with just being in a situation. Just because he comes home, oh, it's a happy marriage. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. All right, so let me play this for you guys and you tell me what you think. This is something that I saw today and I said, I'm going to share this. And this is in conjunction to what Funky Dineva was trying to say in terms of male knowing this and knowing that about their husbands and about Marceau. Melody knows a lot about Marceau and his cheating because Marceau was hanging with Martel. Hello. So whatever Martel was doing, Marceau was doing as well. While Martel was cheating with Arionne, Marceau was assisting him in doing so. So why would he not be out there in the streets doing the same thing that he was helping Martel do? Which is why Tisha was complaining and crying about Marceau never being home, because he was out doing things he was not supposed to be doing. Okay, let me play y'all this video.
You could go to Granger.
Let me get past the ad. I want you guys to hear this because I'm just like, this makes a lot of sense now. Give me 1 second. Tisha's coming to visit Mel, okay?
Tisha, hey. Tisha texted me and said that she needed to talk to me. So I told her, hey, we could just meet at the house. I hope everything's okay between us because we really have been trying to work hard to rebuild our friendship since game night. How you been doing? Pretty good. What about you? Good, girl.
After seeing Martell post, I wanted to track Mel down. I know she would appreciate me coming to see her versus a call or a text. People text me like, what's going on with Mel? I was like, I don't know. Why you guys think something's going on with Mel? It was like, have you seen Martell's social media account?
You saw the post, child.
Yes. And I was just so shocked. Well, especially for Martell, because Martell is the one, don't let everybody know what we have going on.
Isn't that funny?
And for him to put that on social media, I was
Isn't
like,
that funny?
did somebody else put this on there? Is his page hacked? This doesn't seem like something Martell would do.
Yeah.
So
it's called being a hypocrite. One of his hashtag was like, the countdown started 4 years ago. So you're taking digs. I have nothing else for you at this point. Martel clearly has no regard for our family, our business, our brand. His foolishness will no longer control me. All I feel fine at the end of the day. I don't even know if I told you, I'm pregnant. Told you.
Really?
Mel was pregnant with Sugar Mama during this time.
Oh, it just makes everything like...
It doesn't, though, because you know what they say? They say that sometimes beautiful blessings come out of storms. But how are you? Shoot, how are you doing? What's
you
going
want
on
to
with
talk
you?
about me? What I'm going through is petty.
What's the petty stuff?
I feel like Marceau is a freaking workaholic, and I feel like I do everything. I take care of the house. I take care of the kids.
You do it all.
And I told Marceau, I was like, I feel like you're forgetting about me. I think that we need to start back spending time together. I want you to do like little small things that make me feel special. Come in the house with some flowers. Tisha, I see you doing a lot. I love you. And I see that you're trying. So just keep going. And that's what I just want from him. And I feel like right now I'm not getting it.
And you're going to make me cry.
No! Damn it. I just feel like we're going through these freaking situations in marriage. And it's different situation, but it's still the same thing. Deep down, feeling lonely, feeling abandoned. That's how I feel.
Wow. No matter how many times Tisha and I butt heads, we're both experiencing some type of turmoil in our marriage. For us to be able to be vulnerable and try to connect and try to be there for each other, that does mean a lot to me.
Y'all hear that? It said we're both going through the same thing in our marriage. Y'all hear that? Tisha, she's not happy. She said, I'm not happy. He's not coming home. He's not telling me that he loved me. I mean, now you sitting on stage talking about, oh, I love my husband until he shows me different. Like, which one is it? Which one is it, ma'am? Either you happy or you're not. He's not bringing you no flowers. He's not coming home. He's telling you he's working when he's not working. We already saw that with the Zen Garden lawsuit where he's being sued for fraud and misrepresentation and not finishing projects. So you have a deadline to finish a huge project and you're not doing it. There were several things that was not. So why was it not done when you are not spending any time at home? You're not home. So where are you? Where are you? Tisha's complaining about you not giving her the necessary time that she needs as a wife. You don't come home until late. And I already talked about a video that I heard about, a phone call where she called him when he was at the bar at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And he was super annoyed that she was calling him. He was like, Tisha, what? And she was asking, Marcel, what? Let me do her in her voice. Martell, when are you coming home? And he was like, why, Tisha? You know, I got a lot on my mind. I'm just sitting here having a drink. Like, what is it? What do you want? Like, that's the attitude he had with her. Like, he was so annoyed at her calling him and bothering him. Whoever he was with, obviously, he didn't want to talk to Tisha's ass because he was ready to get off the phone. He was trying to rush her off the phone. Thank you so much for being a member, ma'am. Who's that? Diva for show. Thank you so much for being a member. So, yeah, at the end of the day, ma'am, be authentic. And I keep saying there's so many women out there that's going through situations in their marriages that can learn from your situation by you being on a platform that can help other women, Tisha. It's not anything to be embarrassed about. If you're having issues in your marriage, say that. You don't know who's watching this show that can say, you know what? They're going through what they're going through. If they can make it through what they're going through, then so can I. You can be a roadmap to another woman to show them how to get through different situations. So what are you doing on the show if you're not going to be a light to other women? Everybody go through situations in their marriage. There is no perfect marriage. It's going to be moments when you're going to argue. It's going to be moments, you know, when you just don't want to be around that person right now, when they get on your damn nerves. And that's just a fact. I love my husband to death, but sometimes I just need to get in my car and take a drive and have some me time because you just get so, involved with trying to please everybody. You got to have some me time. But when you got to have me time all the time and you don't never want to come home and you want to be at the bar 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and your wife got a steady call you, then that's when a problem comes in. Everybody's got to have some me time. And that's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But when your husband ain't coming home like he's supposed to, when he's getting naked pictures in his phone, when he's running around and hanging with the one that you know is cheating, and already got a whole nother baby out here, Martel, two cannot hang together unless they agree. And we keep talking about it. We keep talking about it. So at the end of the day, Tisha, ma'am, listen, stop saying that your marriage is perfect because it is not. I just played y'all the audio and she wanted to know where Melody had all this proof that stuff was going on in her marriage. Well, hello, you came and sat down and had a whole conversation with her about what was going on in your marriage. If you don't want people to know, then stop telling them. You ran to Kiki and did the same thing and was telling her stuff. As soon as you saw the picture in Marceau's phone, the butt shot, who did you contact? Kiki, and was telling her all this stuff and even had her involved with doing this investigation, as you call it, trying to figure out who this woman is and probably called her up and cussed her out. So the people that you're reaching out to, I think you keep forgetting that you are sharing the fact that you do have problems in your marriage, and that's fine. But acknowledge that and be authentic about it, so that other women that are watching you on this platform can also get some help and some insight in this mess, because it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, like Funky Dineva said, and that's probably the only thing that I agree with that he said, anybody watching this show knows that there's some inconsistencies with Marcel. I'm just saying he comes off as somebody who does cheat. And I'm just saying, if he was hanging with Martel, he was doing it. You was helping him cheat with Arionne, you were doing it. You were taking money to Arionne. You was helping her get her car fixed. You were relaying messages through Martel because he had to be home by a certain time so that Mel wouldn't be suspicious of what was going on with him. And it's no coincidence when Mel was talking about on the reunion that Martel had a second phone. They put the camera over there on Marceau and his whole demeanor went like this. Like, oh shit, me too. He got a phone. I keep saying it. Tisha, you saying you looking at one phone and you saw this and you done did your research. It's another phone. You're not done researching. So keep your Inspector Gadget hat on and get that second phone and continue to do what you do. That's what I don't tell you. That's where the hoes reside. Right over there in that second phone, girl. All the hoes with, in the area codes over there. That's where they reside, in that second phone, girl. Thank you so much, Miss Flossie Birkins, for your super chat. Okay. She said, go. Thank you so much, ma'am. Okay. But yeah, she hurried up and said, I never experienced any infidelities in my marriage. I was like, bitch, yes, you have. We've seen it on national television. How many times do we got to keep rolling tape and showing you? I'm tired of rolling that beautiful bean footage and showing you that you lying out here. I mean, damn. How many times we got to keep rolling tape back and showing your ass that you do have issues in your marriage? Your husband consistently disrespects you, ma'am. And until you make him respect you, and that's the problem. I don't know what the hell is going on with them men down there in Huntsville, but it's something in the water down there to where they feel like they can talk to their women any kind of way. It'd take a special kind of somebody to be with them Scott brothers. I'm just saying. They would not last a day with me. They'd be like, oh, yeah, we need a divorce because you got too much mouth. Like Martell tried to tell Destiny, that's why you divorced now because your mouth. That would be me. Because I'm just not the type to be piping down and letting somebody just talk crazy to me and just say any type of thing. They feel like their women are just nobodies. And they can walk all over them. Like, this is not 1864. Women nowadays have jobs. We are bosses out here. We are doing things out here. We are going to school. We are making, you know what I'm saying? We're making some major moves out here. Who wants to be staying home with degrees and not doing nothing in life? Like, that is just, who want to stay home and be barefoot and pregnant all the damn time with 3 degrees? Like, no. And I blame Tisha for allowing that mess. In season 1, when Marceau told her that he wanted her to be at home until, I think he said till the kids got into high school or whatever, like he put some kind of condition on it and she was looking like, I don't want to do that. But it's like she didn't have a choice. It was like he was being the dad versus the husband. Don't dictate to me what you want me to do, but throw it out there and ask me what I think about it. And if I say to you, no, I'm not feeling this or I don't want to do this, then that should be what it is. Okay. I'm your helpmeet, not your child. I'm going to say it again. I am your helpmeet, not your child. Don't dictate to me. Ask me how I feel about something. And if I feel a way about it, I'll let you know and then respect that when I tell you that. I don't understand it. But hey, if she like it, damn it, I love it, honey. Stay there for another 16 years and be miserable as hell. Please do. Please do. Okay. Let's move on. I don't think Tisha realizes that she has the same similarities in her marriage that Melody experienced with Martel. Okay. And Melody tried to tell her, but Tisha didn't want to receive it because of where it was coming from. Don't shoot don't pow the messenger, baby, because of where it came from. Had you received that information, you probably would not be in the situation you're in now. And Melody was a great friend to try to get you out of the house. And hey, to be a woman and get out here and make some boss moves. And that is why Tisha hates Mel like she does, because she see in Mel what she would like to be. She see Melody as a strong woman that can get out here and make it happen, even after dropping Martel. Melody don't need Martel to make it. We see that now. Melody don't need Martel for that. But let's go ahead on. I saw something too I want to talk about. Arionne with her lying self. And I'm gonna play a video here about her in a second. I guess this is a night of dropping tea. I guess that's what this is tonight. Thanks so much for 706 in the building. Can we get the likes up though? We got 336. We got 336. It's going on up to 710. Thank y'all for being here. We got 339. It's going up. Let's get the likes. Can we get the likes to match the views? Okay. So we don't have to switch it on over to subscribers only mode. Okay. All right. So I saw something that kind of struck my interest today. Arionne Curry is on her regular BS per usual. Okay. Now she has set up some type of profile saying that it's a bunch of lies. She paid some type of app to create a profile for her. Okay. saying that she last year made $800,000, okay, and that she is worth $3 million. All right, we know that is a hot damn lie. I don't know what the hell she got that from. I'm trying to figure out, do the government know this? Because you on Section 6 over there? Do the government know that you made $3 million last year? I don't know any millionaires that's on government assistance. I'm just saying. You got a whole profile out there saying that you made $3 million, that you're worth $3 million, and last year you made $800,000. I'm trying to figure out where you got this money from. Maybe I need to look at the news and see if there was some type of heist going on somewhere. I don't know. Okay. I didn't know Section 6 people had that much money. The government might need to be looking into you. It might need to be an audit over there at the Section 6 apartment to see what's going on. Mm-hmm. Now, she also says that she is on a reality show, Love and Marriage Huntsville. Have y'all ever seen her? I've seen every single episode. I've gone back and rewatched episodes, and I haven't seen her anywhere. Maybe she was hiding in the bathroom while they were filming. I don't know. Which episode was this? Can anybody put it in the chat if you saw her? Maybe I missed it. Maybe when I blinked that, they showed her she was gone. I don't know. I didn't know I blinked that long. No shade. I didn't know I blinked that long when I blinked because I didn't see her. She also, like I said, she said she's on a reality show. The only thing I remember her being on was when she had a conversation with Martel when he was in the car, and they called and was talking about this whole situation with her being pregnant with Knox. And he told her that he wanted her to have a blood test because he didn't feel like the baby was his, which was, we all knew was BS because your ass stayed over there jumping up and down on like you trampoline, but keep moving. So I was trying to figure out, like, girl, what show were you on, Side Chicks of Huntsville? Because I never saw you on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Maybe it was Side Chicks of Huntsville, and maybe you mistaken yourself when you were getting your profile done. Okay, whoever set up your profile it might have been a typo to where you was trying to say Side Chicks of Huntsville, but they put Love and Marriage Huntsville. Okay. All right. So, like I said, she just purchased her RS Boutique back for $36. Y'all remember that last year because I did a whole live on it. Pretty Girl New York went and purchased her business. Y'all remember, purchased the rights to her business, RS Boutique. And Arionne had to go and purchase it back for $36. So you have a whole business that is worth $36 out here. The math ain't mathing. $36, $800,000, $3 million. Yeah, no, that's not adding up. Moving on. Arionne, like I said, she paid for an app that set up a profile. Okay. And this particular profile had a lot of fake and made up titles in this particular profile. Simon Guobadia, who is married to Portia now, who used to be with Phelan from Real Housewives of Atlanta. He also has one out there, which is a bunch of lies. If you go on there and look, it's saying that his net worth is way more than it really is. Simon does not have that much money. He does not have that much residuals and all this other stuff that he put on there. He hyped it up to make it look, to make himself look more than he really was. Martel has one out there as well, saying that he's worth so many millions of dollars. And I don't see how, when you still twisting around here in these tight ass Easter pants that you were wearing 8 years ago. I don't know no millionaires that live to be out here walking around with no major wedgie. I just don't know. If you got money like that, why haven't you been shopping in the last 8 years? Why you still driving around here in that same old Uber truck with 280,000 miles on the dash? Okay. Why you still prancing around here in these skunk loafers that you've been wearing for the last 3 seasons? Like, what's going on? Why you still out here wearing these tight ass Philip Michael Thomas blouses with your chest all out because you can't button it up no more? Why was you at the beach house over there with Mel with that tight ass windbreaker jacket on where you couldn't zip it up? If you got this much money, I'm trying to figure that out. They stay on the fraud out here. All right. So Arionne, like I said, she has a page now with the cast of Love and Marriage Huntsville. She's saying it's some kind of magazine. Arionne says that she owns some kind of magazine through TikTok. I ain't know TikTok had a magazine, but she's saying that she has a page, Love and Marriage Huntsville pics of the cast members on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Okay. And the pictures include Melody, Martel. It's a few pictures of Arionne, and all of her pictures are right up there beside Melody's pictures. Okay. Single black female type ish, if you will. Okay. She's got pictures of everybody up there. Also, she's got some pictures of the other blogger, Aunt Ann. She's got pictures of Aunt Ann on there, and she's also got pictures of Hey Girl Hey on there as well, because it's something about the blogger said maybe did a video or something like that about her. So she posted that on her so-called magazine, if you will, which I think is very weird. Like, you don't know these people personally, so why you got Aunt Ann picture on there like that, and why you stalking Mel like that? This girl has pictures of Melody and she like a picture here of Melody and then a picture of herself beside Melody. So it's like you comparing yourself to her so that you can be her low key behind the scenes. It's weird. The same time that Melody had braids, Arionne went out here and went live and had braids. Ain't that weird? Melody went and got the bob haircut. Arionne went on live with the bob haircut. So I keep telling y'all, I feel like she has a dummy account where she is following Melody and watching everything that Melody does. I cannot lie to y'all. She is watching everything that Melody does, and she's trying to become Melody. So now she's starting this business venture saying that she's starting a hair care line. It's no coincidence that Melody is just getting ready to be releasing something dealing with hair care. So she is following very closely to what Melody is doing. And I feel like she thinks that if she becomes successful in some type of way, that Martel will come back. Because as y'all know, Arionne has nothing to offer Martel. Martel is looking for somebody who can also take care of him as Melody was doing. He don't want Arionne because she don't have nothing. He has not gone after Arionne in terms of child support or taking baby Holt because there's no money involved in it. Okay? Ain't no money involved in having little Holt. That's why he ain't took Arionne to court, even though he knows that she's a trashy mom. And that's just on period. He knows that she's not a great mom. He knows that. And I don't like to compare children, like I said, but if you look at Melody's kids versus baby Holt and his behavior, his patterns, all of that, there's no similarities there. Arionne spends way too much time on live versus spending time with her son. She lives to say that he was potty trained at a year old. They just showed him on the video where he was stepping all over the Holt kids over there at his house when they were sleeping on the floor when they should have been in a bed, where little Holt was standing over there walking all over the kids, and he had on a full-fledged pull-up. So if he's potty trained, why is he still wearing a pull-up at almost 2 years old? Okay. It's a bunch of BS. Arionne lies way too much, and we keep catching her in lies. But then she get mad talking about the bloggers is coming after her and saying this about her. Well, stop lying. Give us something to talk about. Give us something concrete to talk about. Show us that you're doing something that's worth talking about. At the end of the day, I really don't care to talk about you, but it is content as a blogger. Yeah, we do search and we look for things to talk about. And if you're doing something crazy, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be brought up. If you're out here making up fake profiles saying that you're worth $3 million and you on Section 6, ma'am, that's just not giving what it needs to be given at this point. And that's all I'm saying. Now, she claims that she, like I said, she has a magazine on TikTok, which I feel like she's very delusional in that. All right. And is this magazine where does she keep this magazine? In the front seat of her imaginary car that she keeps telling everybody that she's got? Where's this magazine at? Did it got taken away? Was it in the front seat of your car whenever they came and repoed it? Because we ain't seen it. And I don't think you seen it no more either. Maybe you left it in the front seat of that car when they came and repoed it. Because I ain't seen it, and I know you ain't seen it at the end of the day. And I know ain't proper English, but So like I was saying, she's been really watching Melody, and it's kind of giving, like I said, single black female vibes. All right. Now, she has been, like I said, posting pictures of Melody, which is very creepy. It's very, very creepy. Why you got a picture of yourself and a picture of Melody up here? Like, let it go. Melody already divorced Martel. She already gave him to you. He chose not to be with you because you don't really have anything to offer him. You already had a child by him, which was a total turnoff because he told you he didn't want the child. So you did that to trap him. We already said that was a trap, baby. And now he is mad at you because he blames you for putting him in that situation of losing Melody. He wanted to be able to continue to play with you and continue to go home and keep his family. So by you keeping that baby, you kept him from keeping something that he really wanted to have. And that's just what it is. He is upset with Arionne. He blames Arionne for his marriage ending when really it's his fault. Narcissistic behavior. Okay. Narcissistic behavior. Narcissists do not take responsibility for their stuff. They just don't. Martel never has. Anytime you confront him with something, that is the attitude that he takes. Everybody else. I told y'all the other night, he created the YouTube movement. We already have a We Too movement, Me Too movement, but he has created the YouTube movement. Anytime you say, well, Martel, you did this and you did that and you out there cheating, you too. That's his favorite thing to say. Okay. He lives to call somebody else out versus taking accountability. All right. Now, Arionne, like I said, she copies everything that Melody does. All right. They're doing it with the hair care. Well, she's doing it with the hair care thing. Sugar Mama has a line, some type of hairline or something like that coming out, or it's already out. Melody's getting ready to release something else, hair care wise, and I think Arionne's kind of been peeping that, and now she's trying to go out here and do the same thing. Melody was doing New York Fashion Week. Arionne was doing Huntsville warehouse bathroom week, you know, stall number 3, if you will. We already done talked about it. She in the stall and they're trying to change clothes, trying to imitate New York Fashion Week because she saw Melody at New York Fashion Week. Anything that Melody is doing, she is watching and trying to imitate it because she wants to be Melody. She has wanted to be Melody ever since she was messing with Martel 8 years ago. She felt like she was the wife while she was messing with Martel. Hence the reason she went on live and saying, oh, Melody's over there having all them kids. I keep saying it. Melody was supposed to have kids because she was the wife. You, ma'am, were not. You are the side chick. There are different rules as it pertains to you and a wife. You will never have what the wife has. And I think side chicks need to realize that. If something were to happen to Martel while he is married to Melody, you will not get a dime. You will not get anything. Everything this man owns will go to his wife. She has earned that. Okay? If he really wanted you, he would be with you. He's free to be with whoever he want to be with. But he chose someone else over you, who you call the old bitch. So since you are here taking men and husbands with your eyes closed, perhaps you might want to keep them open because it's something that you're not seeing. And the place you need to be looking is in the mirror and seeing the fact that you are very delusional and you're unraveling and you're trying to be something that you are not. You need to be going back to school. You need to be trying to get a job. You need to be focusing on being a better mother because this mess that you continue to do, Arionne, is not going anywhere. You're looking crazy. Everybody is seeing through this mess that you're doing. It's really looking crazy. It's really looking crazy at this point. 2 years have gone by that Melody has divorced Martel, and you are still on this train of trying to prove something, of still trying to come and run behind this man, and he ain't fooling with you. He come by and pick his son up. He might get a little, you know, a little razzle dazzle because he knows that he can. A man that knows that he can get whatever he can get from you, he's going to do just that. And then he's out the door. At the end of the day, you still don't have no ring. You still don't have no commitment. He's still running around with whoever he want to be with. You still going to be a second thought to him. He still don't respect you, and he never will because you come off as being easy, and he knows that he can get it when he want it. Men don't respect women like that. Men don't wife up women like that and know that they can get whatever they want when they want it. Men are natural chasers. So when they don't have to chase you, you running, you run, but you run into the bed. And you just so happen to fall with your legs open. So there's no chasing in there, if you will. And I gotta be real precise in how I say that. You know, men are supposed to chase you. But if he's chasing you and you acting like you done tripped and fell with your legs wide open, then that's not a chase. You coming off as being very easy. So let's talk about this hair care line that she is, it's just a fact, y'all. Men are natural hunters. When a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. That's in the Bible. I didn't write that. The Lord wrote that, honey. The Lord wrote that. Okay. When a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. Not when a woman go out here and find a man and be wearing skimpy clothes and showing everything, you know, just to the figment of your imagination. You ain't hiding nothing. You just giving it to him. I mean, they're not going to pick you. They're going to get what they want from you in that moment, and then they going to go find the one that they really want. And that's just a fact. And that is why he has not chosen Arionne. If you're watching my channel, Arionne, that is why you have not been chosen by Martel. And not because he's such a great man. Let's just put that out there. That is not because he is such a great man and that he's such a great pick himself. But in terms of him being a man, if I can even call him that, and that is just stretching it, calling him that. Okay. Let's say fool. That feels a little better. I can't really give him the title of being a man. Let's say fool. Fool feels a little better coming out. Okay. Yeah. When a fool like Martel comes around, baby, if you're giving him what he wants already, please understand he ain't about to choose you. He picked over, you'll pick me. We talked about it the other night. You'll pick me, but you know what he did? He jumped right over you and went straight to Atlanta and picked Sheree. Okay. She's also an easy one. Okay. Sheree is also an easy one, and she has bad choices in men as well. Tyrone, she held him down. for years in prison. As soon as he got out, they broke up. I said, that's the one you should have stayed with. Tyrone's worth millions. Martel ain't got jack. The only thing he's bringing into the relationship is them funky skunk loafers. So you got to smell his damn feet, and he broke. So what are you getting out of this? Besides some dick. Like, what you getting out of it, girl? What are you getting out of being with Martel? Clout? The fact that he's on Love and Marriage Huntsville, because that's all he has going for him. Like, period. Period. Let's talk about this hair care line that Arionne's put together. Because she's whipping up something in her kitchen, baby. She done went out here and got her little food stamp, so she done went and filled her buggy up, baby, to go home and start her a little hair care line. Let's talk about it, shall we? Yes, we shall. So let's go over the ingredients of what she may be putting in this hair care product, okay? While she trying to copy Mel. I'm going to say she done put some sandwich spread in there. She done ground up some potted meat, all right? She done poured a little pine sol in there just to give you a little tingle to the scalp so you feel like your shit is growing in, all right? Mm-hmm. So she going to tell you, if you feel a little tingling, don't worry about it. That means your hair growing in, all right? That's going to be the pine sol getting down into the pores of your skin there, okay? And then she going to put a little Western oil in there to give you a little shine after you finish, washing your hair and all that with. You're going to say, oh, my hair look a little shiny right now. It's not going to be the ingredients. It's just going to be the Western oil that she poured up in there. Okay, so then in a few weeks when your damn hair get to falling out, then you're going to have to go ahead on out there and get you a good old lace front. Okay, out here fooling around with Arionne and her good old ingredients for her hair care line. All right, just, yeah, if you will. So, yeah, going to get that sandwich spread and potted meat and pine sol and that good old Western oil up on your scalp there, and let's see what it gives. All right, you heard it right here on my channel. All right. But like I said, Arionne feels like, honey, if she works hard enough, that Martel will come on back. She feels like if she works hard, that Martel will come on back. Let's go ahead and play the audio here. Well, I'll show the video. I'll play the video so that you can see, child. She is allowing Lil Knox, honey, to act the fool once again. She does not hold this boy accountable for his behavior. Same thing I said about Destiny and Law, baby. I said they must be doing play dates. I said it last night. Destiny allows her son to be pulling her hair and hitting her just like Arionne allows Knox to be doing, and that is just not good behavior. Maybe it's a Huntsville thing. I don't know. Maybe that's how they raise their kids down in Huntsville. Not in this house. But we're going to go and play the video so that you guys can see what's going on here. We got 874 in the building. Y'all is in the house. We got 530 likes. Can we get the likes up some more? All right, let's go.
Free Tax USA.
Gotta add. Give me one sec. Let's get past the ad. Hold on.
So let me get on live and see what my girl is doing today. He always want to be in my skin. He's going to be like literally right up under me. If you DM me, I'll send you a picture because when I was at the nail shop, I took a picture of the bottle because I like it so much. He got on underwear, y'all. He does.
When he get potty trained? That's what I'm trying to figure out. He got on underwear.
My new year is actually going good, y'all. New year, new me. Knox, sit down next to mommy, please. Please sit down next to mommy. You don't care. I hope Knox gonna be tall because he got these long, narrow looking feet. So hopefully he is gonna be tall. They are training undies.
Training undies, but he's potty trained. Okay.
Ooh, you just asked me a boutique question. Sis, let me tell you. I actually just got some new stuff in. I need to take some pictures. I need to do something to this head. And I need
sure
to do. Y'all. Them potty trained, but the parent has to be consistent. My son does take naps in 11:30, 11:40. That's normally the time he goes to sleep at daycare.
A lie. Another lie.
And it's time for a nap. Hey, Bree. Look at my son, y'all. This your voice. Coach, sit down. Sit down. Sit over there. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Here, hold this. Eat this. Sit down. Be sweet, okay? Okay.
See, she's giving him candy. Now, she just said he about to take a nap. Now, she's giving him candy.
Okay. Wait for nuts, okay? Okay. You just got somebody out over me. So these people is crazy. But the girls that get it. I don't expect everybody to. I'm calling him Hope. Mm-hmm. Hi. Oh, he said hi. Hi. He said hi, y'all. I call him Hope. Mm-hmm. My grandma started calling him Hope when he was real young. Yeah. So my family calls him Hope. Hey, Sonia, how you doing? Hi, Sonia. Oh, he tried to say, hey, Sonia. He a sweet boy. That's my Hope. Hi, Sonia. He's sweet. Half the time. Sometimes he be going up beside my head, though. Sometimes. And bullying me.
And that's cute. For him to go upside her head and bully her. That's not cute.
Girl, that was not his last name on paper. Why would I be calling him that? Y'all stay trying me. Ooh, y'all stay trying me. And I used to be so ghetto cussing y'all out, but I learned that it's not even worth it. It's not even worth it. But yes, that's his name on paper. Uh-huh. Mommy? Yes. I know. I realized they grow so fast, and then those little sweet voices be gone so quick. I look back at Pierce's old videos, and I was like, oh, my sweet girl. Oh, my God. Her little voice was so sweet. So I'm trying to cherish all my moments while my sis, too.
Look how he just jumping all over the place. And she done gave him candy. That's why he's so jumpy.
Like my friends was telling me, like, got boys, like, oh my God, Arionne, boys are so sweet. They just love on you a different type of way. Me and Pierce are very close, so it's like I didn't ever imagine how sweet Max would be. And he only 2, so it's not like I've experienced all the things that they were telling me. Thank you, Tim. But he do give you random kisses. He do take his little hand and he put it on my face, and he do like initiate a lot of things.
You sure do put his hand on your face.
And then he jumps across me and pops me in my head in the same breath. So boys are sweet, and I just soak all my little moments up. And I just love my son. Are you reading anything good or watching any good shows? I need a good show. I wanted to start watching Wednesday on Netflix. I haven't started watching it yet, but I heard it was really good. The book I'm reading right now. No. I need to show y'all the book I'm reading right now. But I'm reading a very good book right now. But I need some good shows to watch. I love a good Netflix and chill night. He probably do run a wrestle, y'all. He goes upside my head. Watch Killer's Diary too. That's a documentary. It's crazy. Let me screenshot. When did you stop breastfeeding? I know one time you were on live and you were trying to win your baby. I stopped breastfeeding. Okay. His birthday was in December. It was January when I was completely done. Excuse me if y'all just heard my burp. I'm sorry. Ladies don't burp. But it was January when I had stopped breastfeeding completely. He is currently weaned off.
He in the background just tearing stuff up. She ain't even look his way.
In my boobs and put his hands in my shirt. He does too much.
Be sweet, ho. Ginny and Georgia on Netflix. I started watching Ginny and Georgia, y'all. Y'all like that? Oh, hey, Brittany. Hey, girl, hey. I started watching Ginny and Georgia. Paris is 10, and she was so excited about Ginny and Georgia coming out with a new season. Mind you, y'all, she's 10, so I feel some type of way because I'm like, to me, it was a little grown for a 10-year-old, but she was so excited. And then I was going through her text messages because I check her phone often. And she in there going back and forth with one of her friends talking about, I've only watched the first episode. I haven't watched the second episode yet. And I just, y'all.
He about to knock a hole in the wall in there in a minute.
Ain't that a little too grown for her? Oh, Miss Williams, Mrs. Williams, to you.
That explains why she keep getting kicked out of all her Section 8, Section 6 homes because of him tearing everything up.
Watch Blood and Water on Netflix. Okay. I need to get back into Ginny and Georgia. I had started watching it at the beginning.
Welcome to the chat, Black Titanic. Thanks for being here, ma'am.
I just moved. I don't know. I just couldn't get into it, y'all. I gotta see what's up though. Do I prefer fiction or nonfiction? I actually like both. I like a good movie I ain't never seen before. I love a good Netflix movie. I love Netflix. Because when it was $9.99, and now I don't know how much I pay, but I think it's $20-something.
He is still tearing up stuff, and she ain't stopped talking one bit, y'all.
I love Netflix, and I love that for them. I like to see companies evolve. I like to watch stuff and see, like, oh, I love to see it started from the bottom. Now we hear a story. I love that. I love Netflix. I don't have cable.
She don't have cable because you ain't got no job.
And I use my sister's ex-girlfriend's Hulu when I feel like it. Oh, I got Amazon Prime. I'm a boy mom. They love you, but also very rough and active. Yeah, not to do too much. Mm-hmm.
Love your channel too, Black Titanic. Thanks for being here, ma'am. Thanks, KBR.
Nice. I be seeing you trying to come for me. Hold on.
LD around there be good out the entire part. He sure is.
Protective of me. I think that's gonna be Knox. I think he's gonna always be protective of me.
Knox in there remodeling the living room. She still ain't stopped talking.
It's too grown for her. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's too grown for her. Oh, okay. I thought so, y'all. I thought so from a little bit that I seen, and I told her. And when I read her text messages, I said, Paris, you're not even supposed to be watching that. What is it rated? Because I always tell her that you're not even 13, so you shouldn't even be watching PG-13.
Knox must have his builder's license because Martell sure don't. He in there tearing stuff down in there.
Because they be doing too much. Don't they be having sex on there or be talking about sex? Can y'all imagine a 10-year-old watching some shit like that? I can't. Okay, y'all. I'm going to have to tell her. The Best Man series on Peacock, period. I love The Best Man. I always watch The Best Man holiday around holiday times. I remember I was at the movies when I first seen The Best Man holiday. And I knew, be sweet. Be sweet to mommy. Be sweet. That she was about to die and I just couldn't take it. Reasonable Doubt on Hulu.
See?
Be sweet. Don't hit mommy. Be sweet. Don't do that. Nothing funny. Dead to Me on Netflix? No. Okay, Ginny and Georgia get it. I didn't make it to the 4th or 5th episode.
See, he think that's funny.
You know BT Plus? From Scratch is very good. I feel like I seen that. Is that about a chef, Brittany? Candy and Reasonable Doubt is good on her. Okay, Brittany. Hand me the remote. Get the remote. If only Mickey Mouse Clubhouse is on. Right there. Thank you. Thank you. I don't want the ball. That's the ball. Get the remote. Thank you. Let me see. I don't want the ball.
See? He should know ball from a remote. She needs to get off live.
Follow them on Amazon Prime. Too much sex. Okay, just because she mature for her age does not mean I let her watch grown stuff. Like, kids get away with a lot when they got a cell phone and you're not watching, you're not really paying attention because she got that Netflix app downloaded on her cell phone. But I think Paris is so running under my name. It's like her and Knox's account is under kids, and I know Jenny and Georgia ain't popping up on the kids. I know it's not. Be sweet, be sweet. Give mommy a hug. Give mommy a hug. Sex, self-harm, all that. Yes, too grown. Okay. Y'all not do too much. Yes, about the.
Shout out to Who Knew, honey, for posting, baby. Shout out to Who Knew. Let me give her credit. What do y'all think about that? That was, her parenting is just, child, you need to step it up. Because him hitting you like that in the head, that's just team too much. That's just not good parenting, okay? And he in the background acting like he got his builder's license and they're renovating the whole darn living room. I said, well, this is why she keeps getting kicked out of her Section 6 places, because they keep tearing the place up. Because y'all know they do them little walkthroughs, like once, I want to say once a month or so. They do their little walkthrough. So by the time they come back, Holt done put a whole darn hole in the wall. Remodeling, you can see through the living room all the way to the bathroom and to the bedroom back there to the back, because he done knocked a hole in every wall. And she just sitting there on live like she ain't seen nothing. That's just crazy. Now, let me address to where she was saying he has on training undies. Now, he's supposed to be 2. She's already said that he was potty trained by 1. So he is still in training undies after a whole year of being potty trained. That does not sound right. I'm sorry. I'm a mother. I have a son as well. If he is potty trained, and I don't like to compare kids, like I said, I just posted some recent pictures of Sugar Mama. Sugar Mama has on underwear. Okay, there's no reason why he is 2 years old still wearing no training undies if he was already trained by a year old. Okay, he should be wearing underwear. He should be already trained. I'm just saying. And then she says, I'm just not consistent with him, because you're sitting on live. Most daycares make you have your kids already potty trained, because they're not trying to be sitting here changing no diapers and all that when he's supposed to be already trained at 2 years old. If you get off live and focus on being consistent with him, I've been on live. I've seen her on live where he has tried to say he had to go potty and she's still sitting there like she ain't heard him. That's just not how it goes. That's just not how it goes. He should not be still in training pants and pull-ups, because we saw him in pull-ups when he was at Martell's with the other kids stepping all over Sugar Mama and them when they would sleep on the floor. I just said it. All right. Then she said he takes naps at 11:30 and 11:40. That's another lie. You turn right around and gave him candy and chips right before he's supposed to lay down and take a nap. So how is he supposed to lay there, calm down, and take a nap? As soon as you gave him candy, here he is jumping around like he's in the Olympics from one side to the next, just like he was doing Marlene when they were at the restaurant. That is why he's so hyper, because you keep him pumped up with sugar. That's why I call him little LD, little diabetes, because that's all he eats is sweets. That is all he eats. That's all he eats is sweets, donuts, candy. What was that she gave him at 5 o'clock in the morning? A popsicle. Like, give this boy some fruit. Give him a healthy, balanced diet. That is why he is so hyper and swinging on you like that, because he's hungry. He is hungry. My God. So then as y'all see, he's going upside her head, and she says that he bullies her. But you are the parent. So at what point do you step in and correct that behavior instead of kissing his hand and or hugging him whenever he swings and hits you? That's just not how you're supposed to parent a child. So he thinks that it's funny as he was sitting there laughing when he did it. You're not teaching him and correcting that behavior. So now he feels like that's what he's supposed to do. And I keep saying, where is he seeing this behavior to where he's doing all this hitting and he's so violent? Could it be his father? Because Marceau already said that Martell is very, and he put the very in front of it when he said that Martell is very aggressive with Arionne. Marceau said it at a reunion. When Carlos King asked, have any of you guys ever seen and or been around Martell when he's with this girl, talking about Arionne? And Marceau said, yes. And he says, how is he with her? And Marceau said, he is very aggressive with her. And even Martell was looking like, you are. We've seen you be very aggressive with Melody. Let's go to the clip when you were in Las Vegas. You were very aggressive. Let me show y'all. And I did like I did a screenshot because I was looking at the video today of where he was aggressive with Melody in Las Vegas. He was yelling at her. Okay. He was yelling at her in Las Vegas. Aggressive behavior. Okay. Aggressive behavior. What's that? That's not a smile. You're looking like that because you want to get at me because you're mad because you can't have your way and you're not in control. That's that narcissistic behavior coming out. Let me show the picture again. Let's blow it up so you can see. Look at the rage in his face and in his eyes. If Marceau and them and that camera crew wasn't there, there's no telling what he would have done to this girl. Now, I told y'all last night that Miss Van had to call for Marceau to go over there and get Melody up out of there when he and Melody got into it. Once Melody found out that he was still messing with Arionne, when Arionne called Martell's phone and told Melody to put Martell on the phone, I didn't call to speak to you. So this is the type of person. He sat there and acted like it was surprising to hear Marceau say that he's very aggressive. But look, this is him yelling and going at Melody. So we've seen you, sir, be aggressive. Okay? We saw how he lunged at her in Las Vegas when Melody was talking about her song, when they were on those little four-wheeler thingies. I'm going to show it again. This is him. Aggressive behavior. Arionne said in another live that Lil Holt acts just like his daddy. So what does that tell you? I'm just saying. We got to show some proof when we say things. I can't just say stuff and not put some proof out there. That's just what it is. Okay. You saw that in your father. He's seen that in his father's behavior, and he thinks that is okay. He thinks that is how he's supposed to treat women. So you're raising the next generation of dysfunctional children. You're raising a black man who is going to be dysfunctional and abusive. And I'm going to just go ahead and say it because that is what he is allowed to do now at 2 years old. And that's just going to only grow up in him to where he's going to be in school putting his hands on girls and he's going to get suspended. And it's going to go from there to where he's going to catch a case because he done put hands on somebody versus correcting that behavior now. What you allow now is what he will do then. Period. Marlene did not check Martell's behavior then. Hence the reason he is the way he is now. It starts when you are a child. Train up a child is in the way that they should go so that when they get older, it will not depart from them. She is not training him up in the way that he should go. She is allowing him to do what he wants to do. And that's going to be a problem later on down the road. Okay. You don't kiss his hand when he hits you. That's not good. That's not good parenting. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm just saying. All right. Now she's saying that she's reading a good book. What time do you have What time do you have to read a good book? Because every time that we see you, most of the time you are online. The last good book you probably read was probably Green Eggs and Ham. I read it when I was a kid. Okay. That's probably the only book you read over there is Green Eggs and Ham. Okay. Yeah. Or maybe you like to read the book that look like your twin, The Grinch. I don't know. Am I being petty? Probably. All right. So like I said, with Knox hitting her and she don't check him, and he steady swinging at her, she needs to check his behavior. And I'm going to say it again. She needs to check that behavior because you're raising the next generation of aggressive males, all right, in your home. All right, sitting on live, ignoring him. That's why he was doing that. He does not get attention. Children at that age do things for attention. When you sit on live every day and give total strangers your attention over your 2-year-old who wants attention, that is why he's acting out, because you're not giving him attention. He's going to hit you because he's asking for your attention. I'm just saying, I'm a mom. I get it. I know. That's why he acts the way that he does. because he is trying to get your attention. And it is the wrong way to get your attention. And you don't correct that. So when he turns 16 and he turns around and does that to you, then what? What do you do then? How do you tell him no? How do you correct it then? When he turns 16 and 17 years old, it's too late then. It's too late then. He is spiraling out of control, just like his dad. Martell has rage. He has rage. And he's very rage and narcissistic. Them two together is a total collide. A total collide. We've seen it. And it was when I saw him in Vegas, when he was going at, when he lunged at Melody, I was like, is he really doing this on camera? He was so engulfed in his rage and his anger and trying to get his point across that he forgot that other people were in the room, and he forgot that the cameras were rolling and that everybody's millions of people probably was watching him on camera in this mode. And I know when he go back and watch it, he's like, damn, he probably was like, damn, did I really do that? Yeah, it's too late now. You turning up like that on camera. I hate to see what you're doing behind closed doors. I'm just saying. I hate to see what you're doing behind closed doors. And after 2 years of Melody divorcing him, he still has not let go. And that's scary. It's toxic. It's dangerous. It's so many words that I can attach to that. You going as far as trying to tap people's phones, like to where Melody got to file police reports, to where, you know, you having to be called out by the bloggers online by the way you treat Sugar Mama. And every time he have those kids, he feel like he got to post all these pictures to prove a point. You don't need to do that. Spend time with them. You already took enough time from them by being out of the household. Put your phone down. And I said the same thing about Arionne. Put your phone down. You don't need to take pictures every week that it's your week with the kids to prove that you are with your children. We know you with them because it's court ordered. You don't need to take pictures every time. Oh, I took them out to eat. Let me take a picture so that the bloggers and everybody can see that I'm taking them out to eat. We don't need to see that. Now, the pictures that I just posted today on my community wall, because we have been talking about the way he's been doing Sugar Mama all this time in terms of him favoring Lil Holt over Sugar Mama. Okay, so it's no coincidence now that he's seen holding Sugar Mama. Now, the bloggers and everybody else been catching up on the fact that he picks up Little Holt and leaves Sugar Mama just straggling behind. She's a stepchild. Okay, so it's no coincidence. This is him and his birthday. This is his birthday dinner that he's out at. He has the kids this particular week. All right, let's go ahead and show the pictures for those of you that did not see them. This is Lil Holt and Mariah, the oldest daughter. Okay. This is all of them. This is, I think, Martell's brother sitting there with the blue hat on. Marlene with them same braids on that she had on the boat with Mel. They dreadlocks by now, because I don't think you're supposed to keep braids in that long, ma'am. I don't know if nobody told you, but if you work in scrubbing toilets, maybe she ain't have nobody to do it. Am I petty? Probably. So that's Martell. I think that's Martell's brother right there in the front with the blue hat on. There's Marlene there. That's Martell back there with the kids. That's them again. He's holding Sugar Mama. For those of you that just did not get to see him. Okay. And I'll read the post that he says, I'm late on this post. He says, I told my kids I just wanted to chill for the 41st birthday. He says they felt otherwise. My two oldest used their phones to set a surprise dinner for dad. He says the M&M kids, he says, I really have some amazing kids. It's the intangible gifts us old folk receive that means the most. There's nothing better than receiving love from your children on any day of the year. Okay, that's what he had to say. It would have been even more intangible had you been with their mother and done right and done it as a family. Okay, yeah, those kids are so confused and it's sad. They're being pulled from one extreme to the next. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys. I just wanted to pretty much let you guys hear the audio of Funky Dineva for those of you that did not get a chance to hear it. And I wanted to also let you guys see the video that was kind of co-signing what I was saying about Arionne and her behavior and the fact that she continues to lie. This girl's talking about a hair care line and all this other stuff, that she's worth $3 million. I don't see where, because there's no way in the hell that you're going to be approved for no Section 6 apartment. I know it's Section 8. I like to say Section 6 just because it sounds better. You're not going to be approved for no Section 6 apartment if you're worth $3 million. So that's just a whole damn lie. The government will not allow you to be on Section 8 if you hold $3 million, if you own $3 million. Like I'm just saying, if you made $800,000 last year, there's no way in hell that you can be on government assistance. So she needs to stop the lies. Okay. And if she's out here lying and saying that if you are worth that and you're on government assistance, that's called fraud. Okay. And that fraud time hit real different. So you might want to rethink putting out these false little advertisements, ma'am, trying to be looking like you're something that you're not. She's trying to compete with Melody, and she's going to get herself in trouble out here to where you're going to be audited. Okay. They're going to be auditing you and looking into you and the information that you are putting out there in terms of trying to be on government assistance. Arionne, if you're looking at my channel, why you saying you got all these businesses and she's saying, oh, I sold out of this. I sold out of all my arts boutique. I don't have any more clothes because I sold them out. Okay. What are you doing with this money? Are you reporting this money to the government when you're doing this? Are you reporting your money, all this money that you're saying you're getting when you're going on YouTube? Because she's saying that she makes all this money on YouTube from her pictures and from her posts. Are you reporting that? Are you reporting all this money you're getting from your $4.99 apps from people that you're not returning, for the money that you're not returning to people because you're not giving them a service that they're paying for? Are you reporting this money? You better watch it, because the IRS, baby, and everybody else be watching. That's who you don't want to play with while you out here trying to lie and compete with Melody. She really needs to get some psychological help, because for you to be pulling pictures of the woman that you broke up her marriage and posting side-by-side pictures of yourself beside this woman where you're comparing yourself to her, that speaks a lot of volumes as to how crazy you are. And I'm going to just say it right here. That is psycho. And she has even gone as far as following Miss Van, because I saw her on a live one day. And while she was talking, there was a notification to where Miss Van had logged on to go on IG. And it sent a notification across the top of her screen that Miss Van was signing on IG. So you tell me, why would she be following Mel's mama? Why would Arionne Curry, GOAT, the Wolverine, the Dolphin Mouth, be following Melody's mama, Miss Van? You are not friends with her. You are not associates with her. Y'all have nothing in common. This woman don't want no type of relationship, period, with you, as Melody doesn't. So why would you be posting anything as it relates to her? And why would you be telling people that you are on the cast of Love and Marriage Huntsville when you are not? It's very crazy. She's posting pictures of, like I said, the bloggers as well. That's scary and that's sad. People like that, I don't know. Martel is unraveling, and it's rubbing off on her as well. And I'm just saying. The two of them, I already told you, the two of them came together with this plot to try to get all this money from Melody and come up off of her and be together off Melody. They didn't realize, like I said, Mel had already she was already a couple steps ahead of them. Okay. And when she filed that divorce, that is the reason why Martel is upset, because the plan that he hashed out didn't work. And Arionne was supposed to be, well, she thought she was going to be in that plan. So Mel cut both of their bags off. And that is why Martel is pissed off the way he is. Okay. Because he feels entitled, just like Arionne feels entitled. Arionne feels like she is entitled to whatever Melody has. And she's going to stop at nothing to try to outdo Melody, which you cannot. You don't have the connection she has. You're not even the caliber of woman that Melody is, Arionne. Let's just be straight with that. You are not the caliber of woman that Melody is. So everything that she has tried thus far has failed. And you know why? Because you're under a curse, because you put yourself in a situation that you should not have been in terms of destroying someone else's marriage and putting yourself in the middle of their marriage and being disrespectful to this woman when you did not have to be. You knew he was married from the jump. I don't want to hear this mess about her not knowing until 9 months later. That's a lie. And even when you found out, you still didn't leave him alone. You taunted this woman online. You did everything you could to come for her. So now you want everybody to feel sorry for you and believe this whole mess about you turning over a new leaf. And that's just not the case. At the end of the day, she needs to get some type of psychological help. She needs to get her son some type of psychological help as well. Martel needs to have some type of therapy. And I keep saying it. Carlos King, if he cares so much about Martel, when he want to sit on stage and cry, talking about, oh, I worry about you. Do you? Then order him to go get some type of therapy and let him know you will not have a spot on this platform until you complete some type of therapy. Because at this point, you're unraveling and you're becoming dangerous. This woman has asked you repeatedly to leave her alone. So then, Carlos, you got all this energy for Martel. Melody sitting over there. She's emotional. It happened to her. She was cheating on. But you turn your attention to, oh, I'm worried about you, Martell. Oh, and he's like this here. Oh, I'm so worried about you. I don't know what's going to happen with you. What about the person that it really happened to? This woman was embarrassed on national television with a psycho that went and had a whole child with her husband. She was betrayed on national television and embarrassed. You didn't have that energy for her. Then you sit on the last reunion and say the coleslaw was the whole meal in front of her and ask Martell, would he have married Arionne if he would have known her first? How do you think that made her feel when she's already still processing and healing from that place in her life? That was very disrespectful. Very disrespectful. Then you sit your ass on stage talking about, oh, I'm so worried about you. You really loved her. Well, guess what? He messed it up. He messed it up. Martell had a great thing in Melody. They were a great dynamic, but he was being greedy. He disrespected her. I wanted to play one more thing for you guys before I go that I saw. I want to play one more thing for y'all. I was about to end my live, but I want to play one more thing that I saw today. Martell, and yeah, let me play this for y'all, okay? Y'all tell me what y'all think. Let me get past this ad of how disrespectful he is. This is what this woman had to deal with.
When I first started cheating, I think that's what you're talking about.
Of course you know.
You wasn't doing what you were supposed to do.
And what was that?
I called you. You didn't have time to talk to me. So what were you doing?
What was I doing?
I always complained. So I'm like, babe, why you can't talk to me? I don't got time. I ain't got time.
I'm out of this meeting.
Me too. I had meetings. It doesn't matter. It's about having time for your spouse.
You pushed me. You got me more involved, doing more with the company, with the community, with everything else. And it was a setup for the okie doke. Because there's no way
you have so many friends. I just know male stop doing certain things. Sexual?
Hey, what about sexual? What did
you weren't satisfying me.
How?
But period.
I wasn't satisfying you sexually?
No.
Did you ever talk to me about that? You never said to me, you're not satisfying me.
When we in the bed, I'm saying, babe, you ain't gonna do this for me? No. You ain't gonna do that for... No. What you think that is?
Okay.
That's disappointment.
Okay.
To your husband to tell him no for anything.
And does that open the door for you to be able to step out and do what you want to do?
Of course.
Okay, so all those years when there were certain things I was telling you that I wanted you to experience more sexually and do more and you didn't want to, should I have just stepped out? Just asking.
I can't recall that.
You can't, of course, you never can recall what you don't want to recall.
What, talk freaky? Okay, I don't want to talk freaky.
Yeah, you don't want that, so you open up that door. You have to learn and know the trophy that you have.
Okay,
when
but
you have a woman
being a complete trophy if she's not taking care of her husband.
You got somebody who can talk to you all the time, who's cooking for you, who's satisfying you sexually. Why don't you take your ass on and be with her?
I don't want to.
Well, that's a damn shame.
You know what that's called?
What?
Feeling that void. She felt that void.
Well, it sounds like you think you may just need two women.
Well, back in the day, in the Bible days, whatever, they had multiple women, so why not?
What y'all think about that? If that ain't the most disrespectful mess I have ever heard in my life. Back in the Bible, he gonna say back in the Bible days they had more than one woman. Then Melody said, if you feel that if you feel like she fulfills you in that way, then why don't you go be with her? He said, because I don't want to be with her. She just fulfills my desire of what I want. So that just pretty much tells you what you need to know, Arionne, if you're watching my channel. He don't love you. He's just coming over there because of what you do for him in that moment. His heart is with Melody and still with Melody. He didn't love Arionne. He used her for what he felt he wasn't getting at home. I don't blame Melody because she said during the marriage that she knew that he was stepping out. So what woman in her right mind want to be doing extracurricular stuff with you, knowing that you're stepping out and putting her health and her life in danger? I don't blame her for stopping doing that. Now, granted, it is your place as a wife to please your spouse or significant other. But when you know that this person is stepping out there and possibly putting your life in danger, you got to put your foot down at some point and say, you know what? Either you're going to leave or we're just going to go on and end this thing, because I'm not going to put myself in a situation to have something that I cannot get rid of that's going to jeopardize my life and my health. It's not worth it. Martell was not going to stop cheating. Hence the reason she had to make the decision that she made. And I respect her for that. And I don't care what Funky Dineva and anybody else have to say. This woman did what she felt she needed to do. And Martel is as narcissistic and disrespectful as he is, he was not going to change. So the fact that she stayed with him, it was just going to only get worse. It was just only going to get worse. You see the way he just talked to her? A person like that is not going to change. So why do you condition yourself to stay in a situation just to save face? Who cares? Who cares that you weren't getting at Martel? How about you weren't giving her what she needed? She just sat here and told you as your wife that you are not giving me what I needed. So at what point do you say, okay, well, Melody, as your husband, what is it that I wasn't giving you that you feel I need? And let's work on this together. Matter of fact, maybe we should go and sit down with maybe a marriage counselor so that we can iron out the things that's going on that we feel that we can work on, if that's what you want to do. And while you're in therapy, you need to figure out why you feel the need to be seeking that attention from other people. Because you're coming off as having something going on personally with you that has nothing to do with her. She should not be lowering herself to please you when you are not giving her what she wants and or deserves. Okay, I'm sorry. Both people should be pleased in that situation. And she should not have to put her feelings and her needs on the back burner for a narcissistic fool like that. And I'm sorry. So whoever winds up with him, good luck, honey. Melody, I applaud you, baby, for walking out the door and leaving that, because I could not have put up with that. I'm sorry. And women out there, if you're dating somebody or married to somebody that's narcissistic, it's not going to change. They feel like it's their way or the highway. Martel, honey, he is damaged. He's damaged real bad. And I blame his mother for that. I do. I blame the fact that his father wasn't there to teach him how to be a man. Martel is out here drifting, and he is hurting women because he's meeting these women on IG. I already said it before. He's doing things to these women and he's psychologically doing things to these women to make them feel like they just can't live without him. And it's really mentally abusive, to be honest. Arionne is damaged. She still cannot let go of Martel when she knows he is no good for her. And you got women out there that's like that. That instead of be trying to hold on to something that you know ain't good for you. Martel offers nothing to this girl. And he has said several times on national television, what else does it take for a person to say on national television? When Melody said, hey, why don't you go be with her? Because I don't want to be. And that was his face. I don't want to be with her. When Dr. Heavenly asked him, are you trying to go and be with her? He was like, no. Like, why would you ask me that? No. When Carlos King asked him on Nightcap, are you going to go and be with the side chick, your baby mama? He was like, no. He was like, no. That's the way he said it. He don't want to be with this girl. He does not want to be with this girl. Okay. But he want to have his cake and eat it too. Oh, she's pleasing me because you're not doing this and you're not doing that. I wouldn't do it either. I'm just saying, I wouldn't either. I'm not putting my life and my health at risk for nobody like that. He ain't worth it. I'm sorry. Thank you, Mel Honey, for doing the right thing and being a roadmap to women out there, baby. Women, that's who y'all need to be looking at. Not this mess Tisha's doing out here, baby. And I respect the fact that she's trying to hold on to her marriage, but at the end of the day, it's time to let go. If he ain't gonna do right, let him go, baby. I don't care what you've accumulated. Melody had to do away with several businesses. Holt was $1 million business. So if she could walk away and have peace and be able to sleep at night and not have to deal with Martel and wonder where he is, baby, that's the best sleep. When you got peace, that's something nobody can take away from you when you got peace. I'm gonna just say it again. When you have peace that passes all understanding, I'm gonna be real with somebody right now. That's something that nobody can take away from you. When you can get in your bed at night and sleep and you ain't got to worry about where this man is or any man for that part. You can close your eyes and you ain't got to worry about when they're going to come in that door. Tisha, not so much. You're going to put up with it just to put up with it. Just to say you got somebody just for the sake of not being alone. Melody is raising 4 children on her own and doing what she has to do. And this woman got peace. You are worried about what's in your husband's phone. You are having to call women to see what they're doing, calling your husband and where he's at and why he want to go to Africa by himself and leave you at home. Melody ain't got to worry about that. So while you mad at the fact that she has moved on and you trying to poke and make fun of the fact that she does not have Martel anymore, baby, that is a blessing. That's a blessing. Okay. That's a whole blessing right there. That is a whole blessing. And baby, you better be careful because it's a mess out there that's worse than him bringing home a baby. You better understand that. It's a mess out there that you cannot get rid of that's worse than having an outside child like Martel did on Melody. It's very dangerous. It's stuff out there. I'm sorry. So Thank you guys for joining. I wanted to put that out there. I don't know who I was talking to tonight, baby, about having some peace. If you with a sorry ass man, baby, listen, you ain't gotta be. And I said it the other day, honey. Self-love is the best love. Love yourself. Take yourself out to eat. Take yourself shopping. Okay. Spend some time with yourself. Get to know yourself, women. And I like to talk to women because a lot of times we feel like we have to settle, and you don't have to do that. Learn yourself so when you meet that one, and I keep saying it, learn yourself so when you meet that one, you can be of your best self to this person. You cannot become one with someone when you're not one with yourself. If you don't know yourself, how in the world are you going to be with somebody else and become one with them? How are you going to please someone else when you're not pleased within? That's just what it is. That's just what it is, y'all. Y'all know I got to keep it real over here. We have jokes over here. We drag and we do that. But at the end of the day, I like to talk and give y'all some little knowledge and drop some knowledge over here. Okay. Because honestly, it's God's will for us is that we have the best and that we be our best self. And you cannot be your best self and have the best when you are with mess. All right. And I'm going to leave it at that. We're going to leave it at that. And I'm going to leave it right there. We're going to drop the mic. Boom. Right there. All right. Cannot have the best when you fooling with mess. All right. Y'all have a great night. And we're going to go on and get ready to see what's going on, honey, with this reunion so we can give a good review for you guys tomorrow. All right. Y'all be blessed. Have a great weekend. Be safe out there. Thank you so much for my new members. Thank you for anyone that left any super chats. Thank you for your likes tonight. I see 790 likes, 863 in the building. Thank you guys so much for joining and being in here listening to me run my mouth because y'all know I love to do it. All right. Thank you. You guys have a good night. All right. Love you that way. Thank you, Moss, for doing such a great job. Thank you, Aunt. I think Aunt Ann was in here. I think she may have been in here. If not, I did see Black Titanic. Thank you, ma'am, for being in here as well, supporting my channel. Okay. And goodbye.